Okay. So now we're moving on to the have not seens.
Time for some have not seens.
I was gonna do I was gonna do The Godfather, but once I picked Rocky, I was like, well, there's another very famous boxing esque movie.
Boxing esque.
Uh,
It's an. That's what I would say. Okay, I would definitely say that Rocky is a sports movie. I don't know that I would
yes,
say that Raging Bull is. I don't think that's a sports
no.
movie.
The Bronx Bull, the Raging Bull. Let's hear for the great Jake LaMotta, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm the best. And I can take him more than anybody.
You're dead. You're married. Leave the young girls for me.
There's no way I'm going down. I don't go down for nobody.
What is it with him? Why does he have to make it so hard on himself?
If you beat Trigger Ready, you'll get a shot at the title. You feel that way?
There's no one else around who wants to.
I wouldn't either.
That's a character study on a bad
and
person.
and neither would Wikipedia. Wikipedia describes it as a 1980 American biographical sports drama film.
Yeah, biopic, because it is technically once again about a real guy who
It's it's a bio. It's based off his book.
Okay, I mean, just to again, well, you say what you say your bit, and I will say what I find perplexing about this movie.
Okay, so first off, you remember how you said that we haven't said that the movies were too long very much today? This movie was too long.
Fair.
Way too long. Entirely too long. So much too long. Um and I understand that this is the point, but when I'm just going to refer to actors.
Yeah.
When Robert De Niro is supposed to be our quote unquote hero,
But certainly the
main
protagonist.
main character, protagonist, I don't know how you want to refer to him.
I would go
But
protagonist, not the good
but
guy. That's
but when he's such a piece of shit
God, he's just such a
and
piece
he's
of
so
shit.
unlikable,
He's
it
just...
makes it hard to want to finish the movie.
And my thing is, like, he's such a piece of shit, but the movie never, like, makes that's not the point. That's not the point that he's a bad person, but he's an exceptionally bad person that the movie wants you to sympathize with. Like,
He's unapologetically bad.
right?
Is how I would word
he
it.
doesn't ever see, at least in my opinion, maybe this again, someone's gonna yell at us for misunderstanding this, but someone's gonna yell at us for misunderstanding this movie, but like, yeah, it never seems to like punish him for being awful. Like he never seems that never seems to be like it does it. I mean, I guess it does because of he gets arrested, but
it does. But you could make the argument that he's not. I don't know how to word this.
He doesn't learn from being a bad person, I guess. Maybe
he's not. He's unapologetic.
Yeah, he doesn't grow from it.
And this is where it's like, I end up comparing this movie to Rocky because they both have boxing in them, but Rocky, yeah, he's a bad guy. He works as a mob enforcer. He's not great, but like, he's at least, you feel like he's trying to be better.
My thing with Rocky, I think what I said about this was like, Rocky at his core is a guy who, yeah, does he make some bad choices? Is he the greatest person on the planet? Like, no, but fundamentally in his heart, he's like a good, decent guy who just made bad choices. Jake LaMotta, I think is what his name is just a bad guy. He's just a bad person.
Jake LaMotta.
Yeah, he's a bad person who does bad things to bad people unapologetically. Like, up to and including his wife.
He beats, not just, like, he beats it. Okay, so he cheats on his wife with an underage, like, 15-year-old girl, and then ends up marrying her, and beats her, and then also, like, accuses his brother of sleeping with his wife, and like, dozens of other guys, and then after his like, and then he wins the belt, which like in any other movie you'd be like, oh, okay, cool. Like our struggling guy who's trying to become the champion became a champion. That's awesome, and you'd feel happy about it. But like, I feel like he doesn't deserve it because he's a shit person. And then later on in the movie, and this was the part where and this is maybe going to sound funny. This is the part where I started to enjoy it because it felt like he was getting what was coming to
Oh,
him.
where his life starts to like
Was
fall apart.
where it's like it's after he's won the belt and he's like now trying to do stand-up comedy in these clubs and stuff, and I think it's his club.
Yeah, it's his
I think
club.
he's
Yeah.
doing I think he's doing so it's not even like he's doing stand-up in someone else's club and he's earned the right to do it. No, he's allowing himself to be on stage where people have to listen to
And
him,
isn't it not
which is
even
the
really stand up? It's just him standing. Well, I mean, man, comedians nowadays would say this is technical, but isn't it him just standing on stage airing his grievances?
basically airing his grievances and making jokes about them.
Like
Um
not good jokes.
I mean, very clearly not good jokes, considering at a certain point in the movie, there's someone on the stage who drunkenly was like, go away,
The the,
basically.
the thing that got
And so then at a certain point in the movie, these two detectives or police or FBI, I don't remember what they were, basically come to him and are like, yeah, so we know that you've been introducing these young girl like this, and I think it's a picture of one young girl, one where she looks like she does normally, and the other where she has the makeup on. I couldn't tell if that was the point, but I think that's what the point was supposed to be.
like she's
Um,
undercover. Like she's an undercover cop or whatever.
no, more just like when she's at the club, that's what she looks like in the one picture.
Oh, gotcha,
Like when she's at his club with all her makeup on and stuff, and then the other picture was her like regularly,
gotcha.
where she very definitely looks 14. Um, but I couldn't tell if that was the point or if it was supposed to be two different underage girls that he has separately on separate occasions introduced to these men.
I mean,
Like I'm not,
I could believe either.
I could believe either, but um, it's okay, and so this is where my opinions differ very much largely from critical praise and all that because uh it has garnered high critical praise and is now considered one of the greatest films ever made, which I don't think it is.
I didn't think it was very good.
In 1990, it became the first film to be selected in its first year of eligibility for preservation in the United States National Film Registry by the Library of Congress as being culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant.
My thing
And
is,
the American Film Institute ranked it as the fourth greatest American movie of all time.
they're wrong. My thing was, the thing that I found the most perplexing about this movie was that the real guy consulted on this movie that makes him look awful. Like this movie doesn't make you look good. Why would you not like age up the girl? Like, are you not ashamed of that? Do you own that? Like, it's just like this movie doesn't make you look good. It makes you look like one of the worst people to have ever lived. Did you not want this to be flattering to you? Are you okay with it making you look like an absolute monster? Like that was the part that made me go, really? Why? This movie makes you look awful.
All right. Sorry, I'm just trying to. I'm refreshing myself on the ending of it. Hello.
Yeah, is that it? Is that the end?
Just like I said, I'm rereading. Um, yeah. So not only was he going to be going to jail, but then he unsuccessfully attempts to bribe his way out of his criminal case using the jewels from his championship belt.
All
Then in
right.
1957, he goes to jail, sorrowfully questioning his misfortune and crying in despair, like you're a shitty ass person, and yeah, and then he re encounters in 1958. He re encounters Joey, who reluctantly accept his embrace.
Oh yeah, right. It ends with him reconciling with the brother.
Which, wow. Yeah, no, so to answer the question of do I think this one
Kicking
deserves to
it,
be on the top 100? No,
kicking it off the list.
I would kick this off the list. In fact, I would say like this is like I said, this was like up at 25, and Rocky was down at 79. I think Rocky deserves to be way higher than this.
I mean, I don't disagree. If you fair, I love Rocky. It's hard not to disagree with that. With that.
But that's all that I have to say about Raging Bull.
Okay, so my two have seen. Hey there, everybody. It's N-Card Justin here to ask you the question: have you seen Raging Bull? Do you like it more than we did? Do you hate it as much as we do? Tell us all the reasons why we're wrong in the comments, but otherwise, if you would like to see the full podcast that this video is from, you can click the video on the left. That's going to take you to our Top 100 special, where we talked about all the movies on the AFI's Top 100 list. Not everyone, but a bunch of them. You can click that video right there. Otherwise, you click the video on the right, and that's going to take you to a random video that YouTube thinks you're going to enjoy. Otherwise, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Leave us a like if you could, and we'll see you in the next video.